I am so happy that you're able to join us for this extended interview. Make sure to visit theoffbeatlife.com. Again, that's theoffbeatlife.com to get more killer resources. Hey everyone, thank you so much for joining us for this extended interview with Cepee, where she's going to share how to create a successful Facebook group. Hi, Cepee.
Hi, Debbie. How's it going?
Good. Thank you so much for joining me for this interview. I really appreciate it.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm really excited to talk about Facebook groups.
What is the difference between a Facebook page and a Facebook group?
Yeah, so this can be confusing, and this was even confusing for me in the beginning when I started my own Facebook group. So a Facebook page is what a lot of people are familiar with, and that's a place really to brand yourself. If you have a brand, a personal brand or product or service, and this is a place where you, as the page owner, are pushing out information to your audience. And so how a Facebook group differs is that this is a place where conversations are held and happening. So you may be the Facebook group owner, the community manager, but everyone in your group can engage and participate and ask questions.
Why should someone start a group on Facebook?
I would say that not everybody should start a Facebook group. You really need to think about what the purpose of starting a group is for. So in my case, I wanted to hold a conversation with women of a certain age who were interested in changing their life through travel. And I initially just wanted, I thought about starting a blog, but somebody gave me the idea of starting a group because that's a place where a platform where you could have a conversation instead of just pushing information out. So think about why you want to start a group. If you have a very niche group, that's even better. Facebook groups, if you are a part of any, you'll see that there are so many. And if you are niche, it's a great place to connect with people who are looking for their tribe.
How can Facebook groups help your business?
So Facebook can help your business in a variety of ways. So if you are selling a product or service, it is a great way to talk with potential clients, to position yourself as an expert in your field. And that way, too, people get comfortable with you. So if you have products or services, they'll know that you can back that up with your expertise. And also, it's a place if maybe you're not selling anything yet, but you want to position yourself as an expert so that you can network. That's another great reason to start a community. And also, it can be a place to validate an idea. If you have a business you want to start in the future and you want to see if there's interest, Facebook group is a great place to start.
That's a really great idea, and I love this. And starting a Facebook group, I really want to do that too. So I definitely will talk to you more about this, Cepee.
Perfect. Yeah, I would love to help.
Can you give us some tips on how to grow your community?
Growing a community on Facebook takes a lot of work. So be ready for that if you're going to start a group. So the first thing you want to do is you want to tell people about your group, right? So after you do the basics of, naming your group and getting a cover photo and profile picture, which do not spend too much time on that. You can change that later. Tell people about your group. Invite your like-minded friends. So again, if you are a niche group, don't be inviting your grandmother and all these people that have nothing to do with the group because you want to create a certain energy in the community and you need like-minded people for that. Then you can promote your group in other relevant groups, but also, be mindful of what the rules are in that group. Do not like spamming. So you can ask admins if you can post about it, or if you see conversations happening in different groups, you can engage and post about your group. Just because you build a group doesn't mean people are going to come. So you really have to be proactive in inviting people, see where potential niche members are having that conversation and reach out to them. If you have social sites, make sure to use all your social media sites to promote your community.
Can you give us more tips on how to actually create an engaged community?
Yeah, so how to engage your community. All right, so this is a really important factor because you may have built a group, you may have, 100 or more people in there, but they may not be having a conversation. So just because you build it doesn't mean they will participate. So this too takes a lot of work. And I know in the beginning it can be scary because you're afraid to put things out there because what if no one cares and no one talks? It's okay, play around. So I would suggest doing kind of a soft opening. So roll out your group to people that you know, because they're going to be there to help you, support you, encourage you, and they will engage. At the beginning of starting your group, once you have started inviting maybe people you don't know, you need to respond to everyone. You need to make everybody feel heard and valued from the beginning. You need to also prompt discussion with thought-provoking questions. So you need to do some homework about content that you want to present in the group. So this can be anything from fun questions to polls to sharing articles. If you have a blog, share your blog post, share inspirational material, videos, gifts, whatever you feel would work for your group members. And then I would also say, create different themes for the days. I'm sure you're part of groups where you find, it's Motivate Me Monday, Sharing Saturday. Make sure you have themes so that you build a rhythm to your group and give people a reason to want to share.
To create a engaged and active community, it definitely takes a lot of dedication. How much time does it take to actually manage a group?
If you want to, build your group and want it to be successful, I've been able to grow my group. We started in November with just 50 friends in there, and now we're over 2,000 members, and that's 7 months later. And it's taken a lot of work. So I would say I'm putting in at least 10 hours a week on this between my group and writing content for the blog. But I'm in there every day, reading everyone's comments, participating, engaging, monitoring what's going on, paying attention to the conversation so I know what kind of questions to ask and content to produce for my group, and also just coming up with ideas to make this a very valuable group.
So you mentioned that you would promote your group in other Facebook groups or even pages. Do you go outside of Facebook to promote?
You know what? I haven't really. I've been using LinkedIn a little bit in the sense that on my personal profile, I'm promoting the group. But I find that Facebook is great because it's where most people are. So it's very easy to find your niche and the conversations on Facebook.
That's amazing. And I love that you were able to grow such a dedicated following in a community. It's great too that you're helping each other out and you don't feel alone. You definitely have a really good niche.
Thank you so much. I think the members comment about most often in the group is that it's such a positive and supportive place. So that's what I hoped for, and I'm so glad that that's what it is. And that really encourages people to share when they feel comfortable.
So if our listeners want to know more about you, where can they find you?
Definitely. So since we're talking about groups, if you're a woman over 30 who wants to change her life through travel, please come join our Facebook group called She Hit Refresh. We also have a blog under the same name, She Hit Refresh, and Instagram, She Hit Refresh. If you want to reach out to me personally, I'm on Facebook under Cepee Tabibian.
Thank you so much, Cepee. I had such a great time talking to you and learned so much about Facebook groups.
Thank you so much, Debbie. It was such a pleasure. Thank you so much.
I hope you enjoyed this extended interview with Cepee. Make sure to visit theoffbeatlife.com. Again, that's theoffbeatlife.com to get the full interview with Cepee, where she shares how to hit refresh after 30 and start a life of travel. Hey Offbeat family, I really appreciate you listening to this episode. I would love to hear more from you and what you think of the podcast. Suggestions on guests, topics we can discuss, or maybe you just want to be friends. Why don't we chat some more on Facebook at The OB Life, or send me a message at hello@theoffbeatlife.com. I can't wait to hear from you.